You gotta go. I can't start over. Woo! All right. There we go. So here we are. Yesterday we kicked this off, a daily check-in. I was going to call it the Cort Report, which would make sense under normal circumstances. Is that going to keep moving?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I feel so technologically challenged these days. We got it? Didn't at one point I buy you one of those, what is it? What? Do we need to put something down there? Like a pencil? Here.
Oh wait, I got it. It's kind of
So now
awkward.
do I have to slouch?
Yeah.
Slouch like this? You don't need to slouch as much. So anyway, so this is Quarantined with Cort. Yesterday it was called the Cort Report. But this is a daily look into what it's like working from home in the radio business because it's been crazy. We figured out how to do radio shows from home. Meanwhile, my daughters, Quinn and Sloane, are stuck at home as well. This is my oldest daughter, Quinn.
Hello.
And you are a freshman.
Yes, I am.
At Mountainside High School, Beaverton School District out here on the west side. And this is, I don't even know how to really, I sympathize with you, but I don't know what you're going through as a kid because I never went through this. This is crazy.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Tell us how crazy it is while I try to pull something up here on my laptop.
Well, I feel like for a while everyone was like really busy.
Yeah.
And everyone was kind of wanting it to have a break, and I feel like now we have this break and we're all like hating it and like not wanting to be here. Stuck in our houses. Not seeing my friends every single day is rough, and not going anywhere.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this. So we're pretty fortunate because we're together.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And we like each other okay.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if you were single?
Yeah.
And if you were single and you were really trying to follow the rules of self-isolation?
I would go crazy.
You'd go crazy.
Go insane.
Yeah, and early on, I mean, I think a lot of people, they're like, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do this. But I think early on, a lot of us kind of fudged the rules a little bit.
Yes, definitely.
So I think there were some play dates happening.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have happened. But we put an end to that.
Yeah, I feel like everyone.
Your mom and I became jerks.
Everyone kind of realized that we probably should be taking this seriously.
Yeah.
So.
I look like I'm bundled to go out. I put on a hoodie and my hat because I felt cold. I'm not bundled to go out. No, I'm getting ready to go do the show. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been able to record my show here at the house. Today, I think I'm actually going to go. I discovered this last week. You and your mom cleaned out the guest closet.
Oh yeah.
Downstairs, and it's like a little isolation chamber.
Oh yeah, yeah, that would work.
So do you want to scoot this way a little bit more?
Yeah.
I don't like
I'm
you
like
being
halfway
slightly out of frame.
There we go.
That's better. Sweet. All right. So, but anyway, so we've been doing our shows from home. Corey and Mitch on the morning show. We experimented with a couple of different options because the idea behind this obviously is to limit your contact with anybody else. We all share the same studio at KINK, at our broadcast studio in downtown Portland. But we each have different microphone covers, and that's something we've been doing for the past couple of years just to try to help not pass germs along. But we discovered that we can actually do a lot of our broadcasting out of house. So last week, Corey and Mitch did their show remotely. Corey at her place in Beaverton and Mitch at his place in Southwest. And then we kind of pieced it together, and then we realized, that's kind of tough. We can't really talk to listeners. So we figured out how to put one of them back into the studio. So Mitch is back in the studio. Corey, is this boring you, or is this interesting to you?
No, it's interesting.
Sure, yeah. Anyway, so they're kind of doing a combo, but it's been nice because the rest of us are just kind of keeping our distance. I'm able to broadcast from home. Peggy's broadcast from home. Jared is going in very rarely, just trying to make sure we're not sharing germs. And I guess that's the idea. And then what we've decided is that when it comes to shopping, I'm the only one that gets to go shopping.
Yeah.
And that was another one of those rules where, like, early on, we were heading out, and you and your sister were like crazy bored.
Yeah, and so we would go with you.
You only went with me once, and then I think we got home and we're like, it was probably a bad idea.
Yeah, and then you went again, and Sloane and I were like, "Can we go with you?" And we were like, "We're not."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So I know I did a short video about this. What are the things you're doing to kind of help pass the time?
Well, our dance studio has started doing live classes, so I've been doing those a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching a lot of Netflix.
Yeah.
I like to clean my room a lot, so I clean my room and I clean Sloane's room.
Right, which was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. And the guest closet with Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I've been watching. I finished The Office for the 12th time, and I finished Parks and Rec for the 2nd time.
Right.
Not that bad.
Not for the 12th time overall.
Overall,
not just during quarantine.
No, overall.
Yeah,
spam.
Yeah, but you have finished. Okay, so we got Sadie checking in here. She's the only shopper for her family and her parents.
Yeah.
So I think that's smart. I know Nana, my mother-in-law, Roberta, was just on. She was just telling me yesterday. It's Instacart, I think is the name of the service.
Yeah.
Where they do the shopping for you. So I think a lot of people have shifted over to that. But Sadie is the only shopper for her family. And then I've heard of people doing the grocery shopping for their parents who are in that age group of vulnerable people. And so I'm curious to know, Sadie, and you can chime in here on the comments, if you're doing anything to, if your parents, or if you're doing it as you drop off the groceries, if you're sanitizing them in some way, like wiping them down with a Clorox. I don't know if you need to do that, but maybe.
Is the Amazon shopping system, because I know they started that, is that still on?
Well, there's Whole Foods shopping that will deliver food, and I know some people have done that.
Because I know that a lot of the Amazon in general has cut down what they're delivering in the time.
Right.
So
yeah. No, it's kind of the area. So Sarah is checking in. She uses the Fred Meyer click list. So I think you can order, and then they either have it ready or maybe they're dropping off. There's a lot of these services that have been around for a while that people are now taking advantage of.
Yeah.
And so there are some businesses that aren't struggling because of the economy.
Yeah.
But there's just the whole demand, like the Albertsons that's closest to us. We don't normally do our shopping there, but we go there if we need to.
Yeah.
Every time I go there, it's not packed, but they're always out of toilet paper. I've never seen any toilet paper in there. So Sadie's checking in, saying that she wipes everything with Clorox wipes, loads it into her own bags in a car. So yeah, so it's a different world.
I know, it's really crazy.
Yeah, but you're only 14.
I know, and
so when you have people like us that are like, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
All right, so you're spending a lot of time watching TV.
Yes.
Here is something that you did, and I'm curious to know from other parents out there, grandparents, if you're seeing this happen. You will start a show up here in the main TV area. You'll bring a blanket with you, and then you'll pass out asleep.
Yep.
But if we turn the TV off, you instantly wake up and it's like, I'm watching that.
Yeah. I don't know. It just happens.
Is there something different about watching it up here as opposed to just watching it downstairs on your laptop or on your...
Yeah.
Okay.
It just happens.
It just happens?
It's a habit. Right after dance class in the morning, I just come up and I watch Parks and Rec usually.
Yeah.
And I fall asleep.
So we had this conversation with your mom briefly before we started this broadcast, and so I don't want this to be terribly heavy, but I think we're seeing this in a lot of the news, is that school districts are kind of realizing at a certain point that the likelihood of being able to bring students back into school before the end of the school year is looking less and less likely. So they're shifting to really focus on trying to figure out how they can do the teaching remotely. So you just got your first invite, and I think it's the first of many.
Yes.
For what class?
For PE, for fitness and movement.
On Zoom.
Yeah.
The video conferencing. So
Yeah.
that'll be interesting.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
It will be.
So do you know, but we don't know the details if it's going to be a every other day thing because you're in an A-B schedule?
No, she scheduled it for next Tuesday, which is weird because if it was a normal schedule, we wouldn't have PE on those days because I have A and B days.
Yeah.
And it was for 1 o'clock, and it's a Zoom meeting. Nothing else has came out except for that.
So here's my guess is that they're probably going to have some sort of schedule where you have class semi-regularly during the week to check in.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Where they might just be assigning out homework and talking through some of it, and then the majority of it you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I think what I saw in the email was that they're not gonna, like, right now they're not gonna, like, grade anything, and they're not gonna, like, assign any graded material, but if they find out that we, like, can't go back to school, they're gonna have, like, a project that we're gonna do, and that's gonna be add on to our grade that we have now.
Right.
It acts as a final, because I also know that what if we were to go back to school, they couldn't do standardized testing for us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just so weird. So you got all the school. Can you? And granted, you're a freshman at the high school, so you'll have 3 years to have kind of the experiences and all that stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking that when we were talking about this, like, if this is, like, hard for me now as a freshman, like, to be a senior.
Yeah, like,
or, like, that is.
Senior prom.
I know.
Yeah, and I know there's some people trying to figure out ways to kind of do makeup senior proms.
Yeah.
Like remote senior proms.
Yeah.
But no, it's just weird. Yeah.
I know.
So, and then graduating classes. Our friend Allie Hauke can't even graduate.
Yeah.
She's at the University of Arizona. That was sad. So, but anyway, so that's been interesting to watch. So school comes back, you'll get kind of back into a routine. You mentioned this earlier, and I've been a big fan of it, is that our dance studio, where you and your sister Sloane have been really busy at, that they shut down the dance studio because everybody's packed in there sweating on everybody.
Yeah.
But they figured out a way to do these classes via Zoom, and that's been really good because it's added some routine back in.
Yeah, it has. I've before we had, like, live dance classes, I was waking up at 2 p.m. or, like, 3 and just, like, watching TV the rest of the day, but now I'm waking up at, like, 9 and, like, working out, so it's really nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of added some bonus, but again, as we still don't know when the social distancing is going to continue to go until who knows if the end of year recitals are going to happen.
Oh, it's so sad.
It is so sad. With that said, though, your mom and I have been going out for long walks, like 2-hour walks, and we go up that hill.
Yeah, I tried once.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Eventually, you got to do it. Sloane did it. You went for a short walk.
No, I went. Okay, let me see.
We're gonna come back in here.
This was 2 years ago.
Yes. This 2 years ago. You went for okay.
And we walked up the hill and, like, around, like, the neighborhood over there, and we went down the other way.
And then when we came home, what did we do?
Eat quiche.
We ate a quiche. We went for a walk earlier today, and Sloane brought out that random memory. I have no memory of us going up that hill.
No, you weren't there. It was
I wasn't there.
It was only me and Mom, and then we came back, and you were, like, done making quiche, and we ate it.
So here we had Sarah just drop in the CrossFit gym she goes to. They're doing home workouts, which has been good for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I think, because we do a lot of video things in PE, and hopefully they'll do more of that kind of stuff, and it'll be easier for us as well.
Yeah. So I think a lot of companies, and that's one thing you think about is you talk about all the businesses that have been impacted by it. We talk about restaurants and bars first, all those that had to shut down or figure out a new way how to do things. Thanks for stopping in, Sloane. But we forget about, she's running off to a dance class. We forget about the dance studios, gyms, CrossFit gyms. They all had to shut down as well. Some of them were doing it kind of in advance, but it's been the hope is that everybody, that once we're able to go out and see people, that we instantly hop back in. All right, Nana's piping in here. Oh, Peloton app is free for 90 days.
Oh,
pretty
that's
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, we're I was not aware of that. we were gonna buy a Peloton
We were?
about 3-4 months ago. We didn't.
I did not. Yeah.
Your mom wishes we did. Oh yeah. Anyway.
I did not know that.
Well, there we go. So thanks for being my guest today.
You're welcome.
This is basically going to be a daily chat before I go on the radio, and just kind of fill you in on what's going on. I'll try to interview somebody. So today it's my daughter Quinn. What did I have anything else I was going to ask you? I don't think it was.
I don't know.
I'm going to go get ready to go do my show today. As I pointed out, I'm going to record it in my closet, the guest room closet, because the acoustics are great. So anyway, thanks for joining us. Quarantine with Cort. What do you think about that name?
Yes, I like it.
You do quarantine with Quinn.
Quinn?
Yeah, you should start your own.
I should start my
Yeah.
own.
All right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.